How's it going, Dokkan Ninja Turtles? We are here with another video, and we're going to be talking about part 2, part 3, specifically the units that we should be really focusing on, because again, this is the Broly headliner, so we're still going to be focusing on the Broly stuff. But before I get into that one, I just want to say I appreciate the love and support on yesterday's video so much. One of the big takeaways that I got from that video is basically you guys are saying that the reason why you ain't crashed out at all yet is because you've been waiting on part 2 and also part 3 to see exactly what happens, and if they actually, if they deliver, then, maybe not that big of a crash out is probably going to be happening. But if they don't, then the crash out is going to happen. On a positive note, I'll say this right now. I'm really hoping and pulling that part 2 and part 3 actually do deliver, and we just remember this worldwide celebration as the Dookie part 1 and then the redemption in part 2 and part 3. That's what I'm truly hoping for, to be quite honest. Yeah, I'm just going to say that. That's literally what I'm hoping for, to be quite honest. So, hey, if you're new, subscribe, turn on notifications where you get notified when we go live and put up more videos. Now, let's talk about this, because first of all, let's talk about Diet Broly here. I'm just gonna go ahead and just label him Diet Broly, because like I said, if you can't go into an event where you're pretty much gonna get either half of his passive or his full passive off going against, obviously like Goku or something like that. Offensively wise, Juggernaut, but defensively wise, gets clapped up. It's the same thing how they always do with Broly's glass cannon sort of thing. If you are using this guy in like a slot 1 sort of situation, I would say you're just using him wrong, to be quite honest. I said in the initial EZA video that we got for him that, hey, he's probably going to be a slot 3, to be quite honest, and that's at best. He should be the weaker of all the Brolys that we actually get. And to be just 100% transparent, I literally do mean he should be the weakest of them all that we're going to be getting through the celebration, because obviously the new tech Broly that we got, absolute W. And then in part 2, if we do get a Bio Broly, which again, it's looking like we should get a Bio Broly from that one, just for the simple fact that they showed all 3 movies, and part 1 has just been focused on part 1. And seeing as we're probably not going to get a banner in part 3, I'm going to assume that they're going to combine the second movie and the third movie into part 2 for the banners, and it'll be Bio Broly and probably a Gohan. So we're still on the meat routing, glazing of Gohan right now. So that's what I'm saying. If it's something different, cool, I'll take it no matter what, just for the simple fact that literally all the units that are summonable are phenomenal. They're definitely going to be phenomenal 100%. But I just want to add for a second, they've been glazing. They have been glazing physical. So if we see another physical in part 2, I might lose my crap. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because at that point, if it's a super physical unit 2 after the spicy unfeatured unit and the Dokkan Festival's physical, I might lose my crap, real talk, if it's another physical unit. So I'm hoping and praying that it's not another physical unit. And to be quite honest, I'm just gonna say this now. If we do get Bio Broly, he should be 100% slot 1. So I'm not worried about that whatsoever at all. He should definitely be slot 1, that we can have Broly in the slot 2, get his additional super attack, link up pretty well together. Now, let's talk about this guy right here, because we're all waiting for Super EZA, because again, we didn't get one in part 2, and we're still on the second week. We actually are roughly in the middle of the second week for part 2. So I think after getting that EZA for Diet Broly here, I'm pretty sure that this is probably going to be the last of the content right now. And then we should start getting teasers and stuff like that to be sort of flyed out, because like I said, it should be, I want to say should come out maybe like Monday, Tuesday, depending on time zones and stuff like that. So we should get a whole lot of teasers, and then in-game teasers and stuff like that should be popping off really maybe like Thursday, Friday. If we get something tonight, that's cool. I'll be excited for that one, but I'm not really holding my breath for it. But if it happens, I'll be there for it. I'll probably go live for it, something like that, or maybe just make a video right then and there, depending on how late it really is. But this guy, I was gonna make a bold prediction and say he should be like the second best Broly, since it's a super EZA. But at this point in time, I don't know. And like I said, I would say most of the people currently right now still have all 3 of the red dragon stones. So if you don't have this Broly, again, it's a situation to really wait on it. I wouldn't say go out and just get him right now. You're really going to have to wait on it. And like I said, I'm going to have to switch my equipment up depending on, how they build him, really, because he should be absolutely massive. And seeing as Broly's currently right now are coming back into being basically the king to the world tournament, this guy should be absolutely amazing. And to be quite honest, this is what they're This is what they're going to be building off of. So he should be absolutely diabolical. And if he's not diabolical and they fumbled on 2 Brolys with a super easy A and an easy A, I was gonna say I think a little more crash out might trickle out before we get to that survey. To be quite honest, for a lot of people in the community, where they massacre 2 Brolys, yeah, I don't know what to say here. This guy, I think you guys were right with saying that they're probably just gonna save him because he did come out later on, but they're probably gonna save him for another celebration when they do something with Broly or something like that. So I can see him not still getting a super easy A. If he somehow does get a super easy A, then okay, all right. If that happens, I doubt it, but all right, if it happens. This guy, this one's the one that I'm truly hoping that they don't fumble, because this guy right here, even if he is a slot 1-2, craziness. Absolute craziness. All his animations still look very, very, very crisp in the game. His kit just needs to be incredible. And to be honest, it's not like they can't make him incredible with an easy A, like especially to give him some damage reduction and stuff like that. Like, he should be 100% diabolical. And I mean just look at the smugness on the card. Look at the smugness on the card. This man should be 100% diabolical. Let's just be honest here. Like, him with Tech Broly, because first of all, it's going to be Tech and Tech. So if he has any built-in support with it as well too, that he's giving that Broly to, then oh my lord, especially if they can somehow work in Paragus to be under maybe Bio Broly, maybe he is uncontrollable forces or something like that. If that's the case, then and he's say a carnival and he's just all around 200, and they can somehow swing Paragus in there with it because he's on the category. With Paragus, like LR and then his easy A from it, like Broly team should be like high up there, to be quite honest. So I have like high hopes for that LR Broly. But the thing about after the Broly stuff is that there's so many other units that, again, in part 2 should get easy A's, whether they're just Dokkan Fest cards or sub easy A's or something like that. There is so many of them that should be getting it. We've went over them a bunch of times, but we do have a lot of new faces in here and stuff like that. So let me just highlight Gohan for a second from that Second Coming movie, which is the physical one down here. This dude should be hella good with an easy A, with a sub easy A. He should be hella good. He's already got movie heroes category allies key +2 and attack and defense 40%, and he's giving himself attack and defense 100% when there's a movie boss category enemy, and he also disables rampage. Just to build on that alone, I don't know if they're going to be like, oh yeah, movie heroes 50% or 60%. I don't know if they'll touch that or N3 key. I don't know, but you can already see where we're going here when we got the new trio and their support with him. And then on top of the physical Piccolo exchange, Vegeta, like basically it's what I'm saying. Like we shouldn't see any more physical for a good little bit, to be quite honest, because they're already making super physical just godly for some reason. I have no idea why they're making super physical godly. It's almost like they're trying to say, hey, Mono might be coming back, and I'd be quite honest, I might put some stock into Mono again. And if you've been here for the whole year so far, you know I've been screaming and yapping, like literally hashtag yapping 100% about Mono. And like I said, they could pull the same shit that they did during the 9th anniversary campaign, where we got literally all those support easy A's. Like I still have this sneaky suspicion that they are going to put 200% units in those tight banners, because they haven't been back. And if they're going to do this like once a year sort of thing where they come back or something, or at least once at the beginning of the year and then at the end of the year, that's The Rock is smelling what they're cooking, because I know I am. Like, I can 100% smell what they're cooking with this one, and I would say if you don't even have the type ones, if they come back and I'm right and there's some 200 in there, mono's going to be stupid. Like 100% mono would be stupid. And you could just tell by the units that we've been getting here. The fumble, first of all, fumble of Trunks in the first part, not getting a sub EZA is literally insane. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the simple fact that this guy right here did not get a sub EZA. I'm still trying to figure out how the hell Omatsu and them was like, yeah, we don't need to give this guy an EZA whatsoever at all. I'm still trying to wrap my head around that. I don't know, maybe because they thought Hybrid Saiyan categories 3 key, attacking defense 40% already with this guy, and also having 200% attacking defense with a medium chance of an additional super attack. I don't know if they were like, we don't know how to build off that right now, because I don't know if we're going to give him 300 or 350 to contend right now. And then also, I don't know if we're going to give Hybrid Saiyans like 60% HP, like attack and defense with it, or damage reduction, or whatever they're going to give with this guy. I don't know. I mean, they could still cook and give it in part 2, which would be kind of awkward, but at the same time, I guess it would still be, I would still take it. I would still take it, but because the animations of this unit is actually still pretty good, not gonna lie. So I would still take it, but at the same time, like, and one of the last ones that I want to say really quick in this video is Goten and Trunks. If you first of all, dude, him and the actual Trunks, I think it's the Tech Trunks, they're the free-to-play cards. I don't think they don't have easy A's. So, I mean, if they were really going to cook in part 2, they would give these fools easy A's. Hell, because they are from that movie in the Second Coming. So, I'm just saying that's some free-to-play easy A's alongside Paragus getting his awakening, and some others sub easy A's, hopefully some new content, because, you know, the one thing we've been wanting is content, a lot of content. I'm just saying they could literally cook with these little Ninja Turtles, and we all know how they like to, for some reason, glaze Goten and Trunks, the kid Goten and Trunks. They like to glaze them and then have everything play off each other, so they could 100% glaze. And again, just to just to paint this narrative of physical that they've been going buck wild with, I don't know if this is going to be it should be a part 3 Easy A. I'm just going to go ahead and say right now they could 100% cook, because if I'm not mistaken, their passive, not their passive, but their active gives them like automatic evade. Yeah, they just evade everything for one turn, and they give themselves 6 keys, so they're automatically getting a super attack in. All I'm saying is that the cook for these guys too is kind of crazy. It is kind of crazy what they can actually do. So I'm just saying right now, if you have them, look out for them, because they could get a absolute diabolical. Man, I feel like the more I've been saying that word this year, the more and more people have been saying that word, because I feel like I didn't say diabolical all that much until this year for some reason. I don't know. But I've noticed a lot more people have been saying diabolical as well. But let's just say destructive and diabolical. The double D's, destructive and diabolical, is what they could be. Matter of fact, hell, all of them. And oh shit, you know what? I totally forgot for a second about that. I'm gonna see if you can type in. Can you type in bio? Yeah. This guy right here. An awakening, not awakening, but an easy A for him too, like easy A area for him as well. They can make him very, very, very good. Very, very, very good. Like, it doesn't take much, I don't think, really, to make him very, very, very good. So we could see another slot 3 character on the Broly team that goes absolutely ape-ish. We could. I'm just saying, but man, the potential for them to cook is crazy, and also the potential for them to actually give us a big old F up is is there too. And we're hoping that it's not an F up. We are, but it could. At the rate of part 1, it's like a toss up right now. Not unit wise. We all know we're taking units and we're putting them all over there. We all know that the units is gonna cook. I don't know about top grossing too. Now that I'm thinking about it, because everybody kind of right now in the community, especially on global, kind of like, you really want me to spend some more money? Like, we don't know here, but I'm just gonna say potential for them to cook is crazy. Let me know in the comment section below how you feel about this, guys. Have an awesome day / night. Stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.